What's going on, good people? Welcome back to another episode. Hope all is well in your world. So listen, I have a theory that probably would cost me some work, but I still feel like it needs to be said. You don't need a culture consultant. You don't need an employee survey. You don't need a 2-day offsite to figure out what's really going on in your organization. Listen, you just need to watch how your people act within the first 5 minutes of a meeting. Before anybody says anything official, that right there is your culture in real time, unfiltered. And the thing is, most leaders aren't even watching for it. So here's what I mean before people start getting all up in arms. Walk into a meeting where the culture is healthy, before the agenda starts, before people start talking, not about work necessarily, just talking. Somebody's telling a story, somebody's laughing, somebody has asked about somebody else's kid. Now walk into a meeting where the culture is struggling. People on their phones, or they're staring at their laptops, doing other work, or they walk in exactly at the time that the meeting starts, they sit down and they don't say anything until they're addressed. Now, both of these rooms have the same agenda, the same deliverables, same problem, same PowerPoint, but they do not have the same chemistry. And look, here's the wild thing about chemistry. It's not random. It's not a vibe. It's definitely specific. When I walk into a room I'm about to speak to, I'm looking for 4 things before I say a single word. First, is there any dopamine in the room? Is there any curiosity? Anybody forward thinking? Or is everyone just waiting for it to be over? The second thing I'm looking for is there any oxytocin in the room? Is there any trust, any warmth? Or is it just transactional? You know, like a room full of people who technically work together but wouldn't know what to do if the agenda ran out. Third, is there any serotonin in the room? Do people seem like they feel significant here, like they matter, like their voice is worth something, or do they only speak when spoken to? The fourth thing I'm looking for is there any endorphin energy in the room? Has anyone laughed, like really laughed? Not the professional, that was a good one. No, I'm talking about a real laugh. The one that makes you forget for a second that you're in a meeting about the Q3 pipeline projections. These are the 4 things that tell me more about a company's culture than any survey, any value statement, or any poster on the wall. Now listen, I'm not saying that those other things aren't important, because they also have their place, but these 4 things will tell you so much about a company's culture before anything else does. Now, here's the uncomfortable thing that most people aren't going to say, but if you've been here long enough, you know I'm going to say it. Culture does not come from HR. Culture doesn't come from the values on the website. Culture comes from what leaders model in the small moments that nobody thinks anyone else is watching. The 5 minutes before the meeting, the way you handle bad news, whether you laugh with your team or only at your team, whether you celebrate wins in public and process losses in private, or if you flip that around. See, every small moment is a vote, and your team is counting every single time. Even when you think they aren't, they are, especially when you think they're not counting. They're counting. Show up to your next meeting 5 minutes early. Don't look at your phone. Don't review the agenda. Just watch. Notice what you see before it starts, because what you see before it starts is actually who you are as a culture. And if you don't like what you see, you can change it, starting with what you do in those 5 minutes. Starting with you. If you're building a culture, or if you're leading a team and you want a speaker who can come in, shift the chemistry a little bit in the room, not just to inspire people, but to give them a framework that actually changes what's happening in the room, well, let's build something together. I'm gonna leave you like I always do, y'all. Until next time, peace.